Well, it's June the 23rd. We've had some unusually hot and warm weather, and it's cooled down a lot now. We've had a lot of rain, so the ground has softened up. And it's perfect weather for metal detecting now, and I'm going to go to a friend's house where I detected a couple of years ago. I never quite finished everything there, but he lives out in a small town northwest of where I'm at. Hopefully I'm going to find some good things today. It's very, very cloudy. It looks like it could rain any time. The weatherman said scattered showers and so forth, but hopefully not where I'm going to be while I'm metal detecting. And so Elsie, the Escape, and I are now headed out. It's about 8:30 so in the morning. It's a nice Saturday. And I will be back to you in a little while. May even show a few things as we drive down the road, some of the scenery, the green trees and all that things that the Lord has provided for us. So I'll be back with you. All these geese seem to gather around the ponds around here, and they're a protected species, but they sure have become pests. I'll tell you, they make nasty messes, but they are animals and God's creations, so make room for everybody. What do you say? You can see the clouds up there. They're kind of gruesome looking, very threatening, dark looking, but hopefully they're not going to rain on us today. And look at all the green trees and leaves. A few months from now, they'll just be bare sticks, so to speak, and everything will be dead looking again. But that's just the way life goes. We're approaching US 36 Rockville Road, and every time I come down through here, I just kind of marvel at the changes, because I remember several years ago when I was younger that all the area we're coming up on now was farm fields. And this highway was a single lane road. That's one lane going east and one lane going west. And now look at it. Isn't that something? Oh, that's progress, I guess. Big 4-lane highway now. Traffic bumper to bumper almost all the time. It used to be, you hardly ever saw anybody out here. But gee, it sure is different now. Businesses, restaurants all over the place, doctors' offices, you name it, it's out here now. And up here's a 4-lane road that we thought would hardly ever get finished, and it connects one interstate to the other, the east-west interstates, and they built a great big bridge over a railroad yard to do this. Really something. Another thing we see a lot of now in this area is license plates from other states. One in front of me is a Texas plate. You see them from all states, because I guess there are more jobs here in this area than there used to be, and it's attracting a lot of people. New apartments are popping up all over the place too. Need bigger roads for all the people that are going to be using them. As you can see now, we're getting a little further west. Not quite as many restaurants and so forth. There are places of business, but it's still quite a bit. Gasoline prices, I can remember that's over there is what, $2.59, $2.66. Trying to age myself, but I remember when it was 15 and 16 cents a gallon. How about that? Well, now we're getting out to where it's starting to look a little bit more like country. Still got the 4-lane highway though. That'll end pretty soon. But isn't that beautiful? The trees and the hills and so forth. Really something. Indiana. Farmer's market over there. Small towns have these things. Maybe that's a flea market of some kind. How about that? Pretty old houses down through here in the smaller towns. Really neat. I'd like to get permission to metal detect in some of these as well sometime. Well, now we're on the single lane highway and getting out in the country, and where all those stores and things were at, this is where it used to look years ago. Of course, a lot of places did. Again, it's progress, and a lot of good things there, especially those restaurants. They're my landmarks. Like those restaurants. The farmers' fields are planted. don't know, I'm not a farmer, but I'm thinking that's probably beans over there. And we ought to be coming across some cornfields here pretty soon as well. I don't know if that's wheat or what that is. Again, I'm a city boy, so I don't know. Cornfields coming up here. Yeah, I think that's what that is over there. Getting pretty high. Now, isn't that beautiful? Indiana countryside. Of course, like I said, look at those clouds up there. Hopefully we're going to get the metal detect before it starts to rain. Of course, since I'm sugar, I will melt, you know. Well, we're almost to my friend's house, gentleman I work with. Again, was here a couple of years ago, and hopefully we're going to find something good. We shall see. The metal detector around that place a couple of years ago, and they did a lot of fill there, and found a lot of junk there. There's my friend's house. Look, he's out working already, probably in his yard, in the garden. Well, I'm getting between 76 and 80 hit right here. So we're gonna check this out. It's between 76 and 80. How about that? With our AT Max. And I have adjusted it so I can see the pinpointing much better now. So we'll dig this out and see what we got. Piece of aluminum here, but I'm also getting a signal right over here. There was. Right in here. Maybe there's something else here. There it is, just a little bitty piece of a nail or something. That's something how sensitive that pointer is. I was getting around a 75, 79 on this one, and look what I found. Looks like a penny. Don't know what kind yet. It's a memorial penny. How about that? About 2 inches down. One thing we always do, and I said this before, is make sure you always fill your hole back in and make it look as if you'd never been there as best you can. And with it being rainy weather and everything, that's going to help a lot. You'll never know I was there. Okay, the hole's covered, and we're getting some rain. Just to sprinkle them a little bit. I'll try to do a little bit more here, and then hopefully it'll stop. It doesn't, well, I may have to stop too. We'll see. I was getting about a 47 to 50 something in this hole right here. And look what I found. It looks like a rock. Yet it's giving off that kind of signal. Huh. Interesting. Well, it's been raining on me off on quite a bit here. There's a lot of trash in the yard. There's had to be a lot of backfill in here. It kind of gets discouraging. Found a lot of aluminum cans and so forth, and switched over to coins mode for a while, but that didn't make it enough, so I went back to 0 with about 35, 40 iron discrimination. It's getting an 82, and thought it might be another can, but look, got some kind of fitting. Copper, I think. Don't know what it was for, but so far a memorial penny, aluminum can, and this, and of course the good old yard slaw. My friend suggested I check the flower bed out. I found a piece of aluminum siding and a nail, and then over here I got about 80, 82 and found this. Some kind of tool, I guess. I'm not too sure what it is, but or maybe it's a hose. I bet that's a hose nozzle of some kind. About 3 or 4 inches down in the ground. How about that? I'll have to check that out some more. Yeah. It's what it is. It's a hose nozzle. How about that? This is no surprise. I was getting about an 82. It's shaped like a coin. But I think what it is a tag for a plant, maybe. I don't know. Let's see here. Can't really tell what that is. I think that's what it is. Well, this hunt's over and we're leaving my friend's house. And he said it's been a lot of filling in and backfill because it was so low there that there's a lot of junk in the ground there. So I appreciate him letting me hunt there. And now we're going to head back to home base in Indianapolis. Hope you have a great one. I appreciate your watching the video and hope that you enjoyed it. Wasn't much to find, but still you do find interesting things when you step back into history, like the plumbing fitting or whatever that was, and the hose nozzle. And of course, you never know who might have had that memorial penny. Like they say on Diggers, who knows? George Washington may have gone through here and dropped that memorial penny. What do you think? Anyway, I hope you have a great day and a good sense of humor. Yeah, my precious wife's getting ready for July the 4th. How about that? And there she is, precious Mrs. Willoughby.
Got our first tomato.
Yeah, we got our first tomato out of our garden today. Wow. Now let's, well, there, of course, there's Mickey and Minnie at the fountain. And I'll show you my finds for this last hunt. Only coin I found was a memorial penny. And like I say, the gentleman told me that the whole place had been backfilled, so there's a lot of trash in it, which, as you can see, I found some interesting things. A hose nozzle, never seen one quite like that before. A plumbing fitting, copper. And a tag for a rose bush. Also, this rock is strange. Keeps sitting off my metal detector, and there were several of them around there. I'm not sure what that is. If anybody knows, might let me know. Is that what they call hot rocks or something? I don't know. And here's a old dog leash and the usual aluminum and other trash that you pull out of a yard.